Can I hear you on Discord?
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for joining our Saturday chant class, U.S. time. It's good to see you again. Let's see. First of all, I hope to convince you that you should bring up more questions. In particular, many of you have read a lot of chant materials. This is certainly not the only time. This is not the first time you taking up meditation. So I'm pretty sure that most of you have had meditation experiences before, have learned about meditation before, and in particular, there are plenty of chant materials, meditation materials that you read, and if you like, you can bring them up and we can discuss them, okay, for you, to clarify things for you. For example, today as I was meditating and wondering what I'm going to be talking to you about, and then it dawned on me this morning, I got up early and to prepare, thank you, for the today's chant talk. And I was going through the song Enlightenment, and there's a section about slander, and I prepared it. And then when I was meditating, I said, oh, I'm supposed to talk about slander and answer a question was submitted to us online. And anyway, errant thoughts, just like you, errant thoughts crossed my mind when I meditate as well, one of which was metta kindness meditation that I read a long time ago when I was still searching for meditation technology, when I was a novice, still at Master YongHua's temples, begged for his disciples to teach me how to practice the Wei Yang chant or practice chant in general. I was not satisfied with the answer, so therefore I read up a lot of materials, all sorts of materials, most of which is junk. Okay, and I read a lot of Hinayana meditation instructions, Satipana Sutta right there, and came across things such as impurity, contemplation, or vipassana, or metta, kindness meditation. And this morning, as I was sitting, and that thing came up, metta, kindness meditation. And correct me if I'm wrong, I read only a little. I really never practiced it. I never liked it anyway. So apparently this particular method is that when you meditate, you send thoughts of kindness out to, in particular, your enemies, your friends, your enemies, especially the people you loathe. I should have done that before the election. Anyway, would have helped me avoid making a big mistake about the election. Anyway, so am I correct? This mindfulness meditation practice, basically you sit there, and as the thoughts of the people that you loathe, you hate arise, you would, instead of following your thoughts of anger and loathing, you instead send them thoughts of kindness and compassion to your friends as well. It doesn't hurt to do that. Am I correct? Chung, is that correct? That's basically the gist of it, yes?
Yes, Master, that's correct. But I believe also you start with the people you hate, and then you go to people you're indifferent to, people you like, and then people around the world.
Yeah, people around the world. That's a very nice one. I didn't have such details. But yes, you send thoughts to these people. You can categorize them. You can say the worst ones are that really get you riled up are the ones you hate, okay? And then once you're able to overcome that, then the people who are different, you're indifferent to. That's very good, okay? That you can't care less about them, okay? No more USAID, that kind of thing. And then of course, the third one is that you should open your mind, which is a very good thing to do, that practice right there, where you send to humanity, everyone. Not just the people you hate, you indifferent to, you like, but everyone. Okay, aren't you supposed to send thoughts of kindness and compassion to the ones that you like as well? Yes. Okay, you skip that. Okay, so you see, that's a methodology, and it works pretty good. I feel that it's very effective. I like it because it works very well, as I drop you a hint. It works very well for people who have an anger issues. Okay, it works very well. I feel that's very effective. And that process that right there works. And it's an antidote to anger issues, people with anger issues. And so I like it. There's one thing that you people who are prone to anger might want to do. For example, you recite One Yin Bodhisattva and doesn't seem to do much for you, well, you can resort to this process, this method as well. It helps. It really helps. And maybe you should do that first and then recite One Yin Bodhisattva later or whatever, vice versa. Part of the spiritual practice is that you should be open-minded and try different things. Give it your all. Okay, don't be so narrow-minded, because the Chan practice is that we learn all the Dharma doors, and as much as we have a chance to learn, and so that we can, in the future, use them to help a lot of living beings. This is why we teach you so many Dharma doors, because of that vow that you took when you took refuge. The countless Dharma doors, I vow to learn them all. Remember that? Okay, this is why you should keep an open mind and learn and practice everything that you have a chance to. All right. What's the problem with that? When you hear about this particular Dharma door, what's its weakness? Yes, one.
It drains your energy.
It drains your energy, but then as you meditate and you cross your legs, it replenishes. So it's not a big deal. Yes, 9.
Thank you, Master. I don't know if it's a weakness, but I think for me to use that Dharma door, I'd like to reverse the order of operations. I'd prefer to start with sending positive thoughts to the people I like, and then as I warm up and get over that, then send positive thoughts to people that I'm indifferent to, and then once I'm having success with that, then work on the people who I have a problem with.
That works very well when you're in love. But it won't work that well when you're angry. So it depends on your state of mind. I agree, we should be flexible. If you're not, if you're in love, then you should be sending thoughts of love and kindness and compassion to the people you love. And then you say, okay, but I cannot be selfish. Okay, I want to extend this. Okay, so yes, that's another good application for that. Excellent. Anyone else? See, when we discuss this, I know I'm counting on our collective wisdom. We learn a lot, discussing things and tossing things around, kicking the ball around, because that's how you learn, okay? Hearing from different perspectives and be open-minded. Yes, DTT.
Master, I think it involves a lot of thinking. Those kind of practice that we want to reduce thinking, but I think a lot.
Excellent. Okay, this abbot here has potential. He's a Chan purist. Very good. Okay? Too much thinking. You sit there, you keep on thinking, one person after another, after another, after another. That's not very good Chan practice. Okay? It's not a pure Chan practice. It's just the reverse of that. The Chan practice, we're supposed to learn how to reduce our thinking, not keep on, what is that called? False thinking. Okay? Fundamentally, that's counter to the Chan culture, the Chan philosophy we have. Very good. That's it? Okay. All right. From a pure Chan purist perspective, it's not that good. Yes, go ahead too.
Emitofuo, Master. Maybe another things that doesn't work well with that kind of meditation, metta meditation, is that when we send that kind of thoughts, it's like a very, very small little help. And I think it's better if we practice another kind of meditation, like Chan meditation, so that way we can improve faster, and we can be a better person, a gooder person with the people around us.
Okay, too much thinking. Okay, no, it doesn't work quite like that. It's you using your intellectual reasoning to do that. An issue with this metta meditation is that you're right in the sense that how much can you really help others? But the point here is you're actually helping yourself. You're reprogramming yourself. Okay? Your thoughts of your positive thoughts will make a tiny difference because the people around us, ordinary people, are full of negative thoughts, especially thoughts of anger. Yes? Huh? I see people out there. I walk out of the temple. I see so much anger. And so if you, instead of generating angry thoughts of anger, we somehow force ourselves to generate thoughts of kindness and compassion, it's helping a little, albeit it's tiny, it's minuscule, but it does not make it worse, if you will. Okay? But it's really not much of a difference. You're right. Okay? However, I feel that this kind of this process here is really geared more towards reprogramming your mind. It's really not meant to do much for other than yourself. Okay, so it works in that sense. Okay, from a cultivation perspective, instead of dwelling on the negative, how about simply become aware of it and send positive thoughts towards the people who offended you? Yes, DTT.
일단 마스터께서 좀 전에 일단 마스터께서 말씀하신 메타자비에 대해서 이제 저의 경우는 제가 사실은 좀 인식을 하고 있긴 했었는데 제가 화해 문제를 해결하고 싶다고는 했는데 사실 좀 더 깊게 들여다보면 제가 화내는 걸 제가 좋아하는 경향이 있다라는 걸 인식했었고요. 네.
Just before Master talked about metta compassion meditation, and I myself, I was aware of this. I told people that I want to resolve my anger problem, but I looked deep inside of me and I realized that I actually like being angry.
그리고 마스터께서 말씀하셨던 그 메타 그 자비에 대해서 제가 생각하고 있는 약점은 사람에 대한 관점이 우리가 계속 마음이 바뀐다는 게 약점이라고 생각하거든요. 그러니까 다시 말하면 동일 대상이 싫다가도 좋아질 수가 있고 좋다가도 싫어질 수가 있기 때문에 어떤 특정한 대상에 대해서 좋다 싫다라는 걸로 그렇게 마음을 쓴다는 것 자체가 맹점이 있다고 생각을 하고요.
So I think the weakness of the metta meditation is that this is my thoughts, that our perspective on the people changes a lot. Sometimes we like that certain people and then the next day you hate these people.
Speak for yourself.
너 스스로에 대해서
네.
When I like someone, I like for a long time, not next day. It's very hard for me to like anyone. Just kidding.
네, 그러니까 마스터 일단 그 점에 대해서 제가 말씀을 드리면 제 첫 번째 마스터 5년 전에 마스터께서 저한테 처음 주셨던 닉네임이 코리안 콩큐바인이었거든요. 원래 저한테는 로열티가 없는 거고, 네.
My first nickname that Master gave me 5 years ago was a Korean concubine, and concubine has no loyalty.
그래서 원래는 로열티가 없고
I
그때그때
forgot
목표가
already.
그러니까 어차피 concubine 로열티가 없고 그때그때 목표가 있을 뿐이기 때문에 마음이 자주 바뀌고요. 네.
So I originally has no loyalty, and I have a goal in each day. So depending on my goal, my mind changes constantly.
그래서 제가 이 점에 대해서 저의 견해는 결국에는 화를 낸다는 것 자체가 그러니까 최근에 들어서 제가 화를 낼 때마다 몸이 굉장히 아프고 두통이 굉장히 심해서 화를 낸다는 것 자체가 좋아하긴 하지만 저에 대한 그 피해가 심각한 거를 좀 인식하게 되었거든요. 네.
Recently, every time I get angry, my body aches and I have severe headaches. So I love to be angry, but every time I get angry, I'm actually hurting myself.
그래서 저 같은 경우는 그냥 이렇게 화를 내는 것 자체가 이런 거 저런 이건 좋아하고 이건 저렇게 싫어하고 이렇게 자비를 보내고 이렇게 사랑을 보내는 것 자체가 너무 피곤하니까 그 차라리 생각을 스탑 띵킹 하는 게 차라리 제 마음의 평화가 되는 것 같았고 제가 이렇게 번뇌를 다스렸을 때 제가 다른 사람 좀 더 편안하게 대할 수 있다라는 걸 인지하게 되었습니다. 이상입니다.
So when I say I like this, I hate this, and send them compassion to them and send love to them, it's too complicated to me. I rather would just stop thinking and then I feel more peaceful. So when I can control my afflictions, I can take it more easy with people and I can be more peaceful.
Very good point. The point is that why do you have to go through so many phases, so many thoughts? Just don't think about your anger. Don't think about the person that you hate and who makes you angry, and that's it. You're done. Why do you have to go through, sending metta thoughts to them, and then to their cohorts, and the mother and the father? That's too much work. I agree. Very smart of you. You're improving. You're less annoying. But metta thoughts to you? Okay. Very good. See, you understand Chan a little bit more. You see, if you understand Chan, you would not bother doing metta because metta is too slow. Okay? And you have to generate so many false thoughts just to calm down. All you have to do is choose to not to get angry. That's all. He said, I don't care. I don't have to be angry. She may be a bad person. She may be unbearable, but I don't have to be angry. You're angry because you choose to be angry. That person, Jumi is always Jumi. Okay? Whether you're angry or not, she's still Jumi. So there's no point in doing that. You get it? You got it? Okay? So it's very simple. If you're angry, you just have to say, this is nonsense. I don't have to be angry. Why do I choose to be angry and torture myself, make myself miserable? Same thing applies to everything. Too slow for me to say, when you're angry, and like the old abbot, he said, recite one in Bodhisattva's name. That's too slow for me. Okay? If you're so dense, you're so easily round up, recite one in Bodhisattva's name. But for me, if I find myself angry, I say, hey, why am I angry? It's nonsense. Drop it. And just like this, you drop it. That's it. Oh, lucky. You got that? It's that fast. Metta is too slow. Yes, one.
Master, I have a question about sitting.
Yes.
So with Venerable Excess's help, I've been sitting, doing longer sits. And so every week or every other week, depending on my schedule, I'll do a long sit and I'll add 30 minutes. So, but it's getting to the point where, so this week I did 9:30, but it's getting to the point where I'm going to reach a point where I got to go to work. I can't do a 14-hour except every, once in a blue moon. what should I do when I reach that point where I can't do it that consistently, that I can't add 30 minutes consistently because of, work and such.
Really? You add every time you add 30 minutes? You're crazy. You're going to break your legs.
Well, that's why I add 30 minutes so I don't break my legs.
I see.
Otherwise, if I hadn't broken this, I would jump a lot faster, but...
But you make sure you do a lot of stretching,
Yes, sir.
yogas and stuff like that. Don't be crazy. You need to warm your body up. Okay. Anyway, we all have limitations. That's you try your best, and if that's all you have, that's all you have. Okay. Then you make arrangements for other opportunities to sit longer. Yes, once a week, once every other week, once a month, whatever. Okay, for example, instead of doing it once a week or once every 2 weeks, do it once a month. Okay, but longer. So instead of taking that time to sit there every 2 weeks, use the time to work or prepare for work or whatever. You need to make arrangements yourself. Okay? Or if not, if that's all you have, the time that's available, then that's the way it is. That's all you have. That's all the blessings you have. Ultimately, you can't do it because you don't have enough blessings. You can make all sorts of excuses, but bottom line, you don't have enough blessings. Okay? So plant more blessings. This is one thing that you Vietnam people fail to understand. You go and learn meditation. I'm using Vietnam, but in general, most of you who learn meditation, your teachers don't dare tell you. You struggle so much, and you quit, and you do all those things. It's because you don't have enough blessings. When you find yourself peaking and no longer progressing enough, that's when you replenish your blessings. Or better yet, do it in parallel. Replenish your blessings while you're sitting. Okay? That's how it works. All right. Anything else? Yes, 7.
Yes, a question on YouTube. Dong says, Emitofuo Master, how do I improve my communication skills? Is improvement of communication skills a result of Chan meditation practice?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's because of our philosophy. I have no interest in teaching you just brute force. Okay? The whole program, everything we do in our Chan programs is multifaceted. It's not just sitting, not just samadhi, it's not just wisdom, it's balanced. And part of which is that there's limitation, there's so much that you can do in your cultivation because you are not like us. We are a lot more dedicated than you, we have a lot more time, you have a lot more support than you. Where you are lay people, you have constraints. For example, you need to take care of your family, you need to go to work, and so forth. All right? And so if Chan is only one-dimensional, like you build samadhi only, then it's not very useful to you. You will run to your obstruction, your limitations. And my point being that the reason that you're able to come here today is because you are able to more effectively communicate with the people who depend on you or you depend on in order for you to have the luxury of coming here. And therefore, for you to continue to come here, you need to learn to communicate better with them. Okay? And share it with them. Share your benefits with them. All right? And so Chan will make you, will give you improvements in many aspects of life. And to me, I call it American Chan because I feel that it has to be constructive. It has to be useful. Otherwise, it's not sustainable. Okay? If the Chan we do is destructive, is to scam people, we can't last very long. We can't last 20 years because the first people who will stab me in the back are you. Okay, because you insiders, you know I'm not for real. All right? So we take the long view. That's why we go slow and we take care of our people. Our training is multifaceted, well-rounded, if you will. Yes, 7.
Another YouTube question from, I think, T.S. Geppetto. He says, is transference similar to doing metta?
Not really. Transference is more advanced than metta. All right? Transference is much more effective than metta. That's why I feel that metta is not that good of a Dharma door. It's only useful for a very small number of people. That's why not many people practice it, because I don't like the fact that if you're angry, you now substitute a thought of anger with a thought of kindness and compassion. It's like, excuse me, French people, but they're known to not shower often. Okay? They don't like to shower. You see French people, the hair usually is sticky and oily. Yeah? So what do? They develop these beautiful perfumes. So you don't shower and then you put on perfumes. So you have this anger underneath you. Okay? And then instead of addressing it, you put on perfume. You put on thoughts of compassion and kindness. I'd rather go take a shower. Our style of Chan is, I go take a shower, I don't put on perfume. I don't need to put on perfume to mask it. Okay? Meaning that if I have anger issues, I want to address my anger issues directly. Washing it. Make it go away. Cleanse myself. Got it? That's why I don't like it. I feel that's only for a small number of people that would find it effective. Yes, DTT.
맞서 WMT에 좀 전에 충이 얘기했던 결과부자와 블레싱에 관한 제 경험을 공유하고 싶고요. 네.
Master Chung in Wei Mountain just now talked about full lotus and blessing, and I want to share my experience.
2021년도에 2021년도 7월에 현순 스님의 도움으로 제가 노산사에서 24시간을 앉았었어요. 그리고 앉고 나서 정말 온몸이 죽을 것처럼 아팠었거든요. 네.
Around 2021 July, thanks to the help of Venerable Xianxun, I could sit for 24 hours in Lu Mountain Temple, and after that, all my body was aching like I'm gonna die.
근데 이제 마스터께서 너무나 자비로우시게 일주일 뒤에 다시 길게 앉으라고 인스트럭션을 다시 주셨어요. 그러니까 24시간을 앉았으니까 최소한 25시간을 앉아야 되는 거였고 저는 굉장히 의심이 들었었거든요. 24시간 앉고 이렇게 아픈데 25시간 앉고 나면 내가 죽겠구나, 정토에 가겠구나 생각을 할 정도로 심각했었거든요. 네.
And our compassionate master told me a week later that I should sit long again. That means that because I sat 24 hours, at least I had to sit for 25 hours. And I had a great doubt with Master because after sitting for 24 hours, I was aching so much. And then if I sit 25 hours, I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna go to Pure Land.
No, you won't.
네, 마스터 너무 자비로우십니다.
Master, you're so compassionate.
That I am for the Pure Land people.
마스터, 근데 그래서 제가 3주 동안에 몸을 재정비를 하고 도전을 했는데 7시간을 안고 실패를 했었어요. 네.
You know, Jumi, compassion is a two-edged word. Am I compassionate to you or compassionate to the people who are already in the Pure Land?
에 있는 분들에게 자비롭습니다.
Okay, continue. Sorry, translation.
Yes, please be compassionate to Pure Land people. So Jimmy was saying that after 3 weeks of recovering, she tried it once more and she failed after sitting for 7 hours.
하고 나서 했던 게 뭐였냐면 마스터의 지침에 대해서 의심을 했던 것에 대해서 참회를 했고 그 다음에 3일을 물도 안 마시는 단식을 하고 그 다음에 그 쓰레기 분리수거를 하고 그렇게 복을 지었던 것 같아요. 그래서 월요일 날 시도했다가 실패했는데 목요일 날 시도해서 25시간을 성공을 했던 기억이 있어요. 네.
So after that, I repented about doubting your instructions. So I did a 3 days fasting, not even drinking water. And then I clean out the garbages and recycling stuff. And I tried to plant the blessings. And then it was Monday that I failed. And on Thursday, I succeeded to sit for 25 hours.
그래서 제가 이걸 통해서 알았던 건 마스터의 그리고 나서 25시간을 안고 나서 몸이 거의 회복이 된 거였었어요. 그래서 제가 이걸 통해서 얻었던 그 후는 마스터의 인스트럭션에 대해서 의심하지 않는다. 실패하면 복을 짓고 다시 시도해서 성공한다 였습니다.
So through this, I realized that so after sitting for 25 hours, my body almost recovered, and I realized that first thing was I never doubt Master's instruction, and then second one is if I fail, I plant a more blessing again, and then try it again.
So this happened recently, the last trip here you sat for 25 hours? Is that it?
25시간을 앉은 거는 2021년도 8월 첫째 주였고요. 네.
It was 2021 August on the first week.
I see.
그
Okay.
이후에 2021년도 11월에 28시간을 앉았고 2024년도 6월에 31시간을 앉은 게 제 결과부자의 그 마스터 지침에 따른 결과부자의 전부입니다.
And then on 2021, around November, I sat for 28 hours. And on 2024...
Okay, enough. No, don't translate anymore. I'm getting dizzy.
시키셨습니다.
Don't need to sit for that long anymore. You're going to break your legs. Okay? Yeah. All right. We have to find something else to punish her. Okay. Anyone notice any difference about Jumi this time? Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's stop talking about her for change. All right, let me finish the metta thing. Yes, DTT, go ahead.
Sorry, if this is common knowledge, I apologize. But earlier, you're talking about blessings and replenishing blessings. I'm curious, how do you define blessings, and how does one replenish those blessings or replenish blessings? And what exactly does that mean? What's the
It's practicing giving. Blessings is when you benefit others. You do things to benefit others. And that's when you create blessings for yourself. It's just counter to the conventional wisdom where you get richer by making money, okay, by hoarding for yourself. In a spiritual cultivation, you want to accrue blessings by giving away, okay, which has a way of making you less stingy and make your heart open up. Whereas ordinary people, your heart gets smaller and smaller, and your mind becomes more closed because you are primarily focused on your own selves, and that's why you suffer so much. So you start first in Mahayana practices, in Chan practices, contrary to what you guys are used to going to learn meditation from other places. We eventually look for the opportunity to tell you that when you struggle so much in your Chan practices, it's because you don't have enough blessings. If you have enough blessings, you know what's going to happen? Whatever I tell you, you get it right away. Okay, you won't have to ask me, blessings, what is that? When you hear it, even though it's the first time you heard it, say, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's the nature of blessings. It's associated with wisdom, with comprehension. That fast. Okay. All right, so accrue your blessings. Yes, go Forest.
Emitofuo Master. So I wanted to ask because in my family we have a dog, and the dog he has cancer. So tomorrow with my family we have to decide if we are going to treat the dog or not, based on if the dog will suffer or not. So I want to help them to take the best decision for the dog. So do you have any advice on how to help them?
How old is he?
The dog is 11.
11 human years or dog years?
Human, yeah.
So he's pretty old.
Yeah.
11, that's around 88, 99 years old, human. Or is it 77? The last I remember is 77, but now it could be 88, 99 with the advancement of AI and everything. Okay, we are able to extend the dog's life more than before. It's pretty old. It's cancer. That's normal. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the dog is going to die anyways. So if they treat the dog, maybe he can live a little longer. But yeah, the cancer.
It's rather expensive too. So if I were you, if you have a lot of people, family members who are attached to the dog and want to extend its life, it's very expensive, right? Even in your country.
Yeah, it's like 300 euros each session.
Per session?
Yeah. Maybe
wow,
like
that costs even more than saving a human's life here. No? We go to acupuncture, I've been complaining. Xian Shun here brings people to acupuncture, and the guy walks on you and charges you $75. I could do the same cheaper. But it works, I guess. So 300 euros each time? And cancer, that's at least 100 times. You can buy a car with that, or buy 10 more dogs with that. No, I would let nature take its course and save the money and give them some rebirth blessings and get another dog. If many of your family members are attached to the dog, I would get a puppy and give them puppy love. Okay? And replace the dog very quickly. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Master.
All you have to ask in the chant class is common sense, dude. See, that's what happened. You let people ask questions, they ask about anything. I answer anything as well, to the best of my abilities. Anyone else? Yes, Evan?
There's a comment on YouTube from JLS who says, the technique of focusing on Dantian and reciting Emitofuo, even for me only able to sit in half lotus, is immediate relief from incessant false thoughts and the suffering they cause. Thank you, Master YongHua.
That's very good. And this guy has affinities with the Pure Land Dharma door. Okay, you don't realize that the Amitabha Buddha, that Amitabha Buddha's name is very, very powerful. When your mind is set on reciting the Buddha's name, simply focus on that. It will help you increase the concentration because it's a very powerful mantra, if you will. Okay, and it's calms you down and scares the beings who harass you, who torment you away. Okay, the more skilled you develop in reciting the Buddha's name, the more he does that, the more peaceful he will feel. Okay. And don't stop at half lotus. I would train myself to go into full lotus, and it's even a lot more peaceful. If he were to endure the hardship of training himself to full lotus. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Yes, Evan?
Master has pointed out that I still have some resentment, that issues that I wasn't really aware of, but if I look at it, I can still see that's there. And then, the pattern or the tendency to blame Master for the difficulty I've gone through. So I know I can see that pattern is present, and I know that this is stupid. Obviously, my cultivation is to look at myself and to learn to let go of my afflictions. So, anyways, my question is, what should I do to work on these patterns? Because it's kind of like they're automatic or not very conscious, but I can sort of sense them on a subconscious level.
This is so typical of Americans. They feel they're entitled to blame Master for everything that everything that troubles them. What is it with you guys? Huh? In an Asian culture, it's sacrilegious. No? It's like blaming God. No, never mind. Let's not go there. Yes, 9. See, when you speak of pale-face issues, pale-face people chime in.
Thank you, Master. I feel like I need to offer my pale-face solidarity. I think that's the difference between a democracy and a communist regime or a monarchy. In democracies, we like to elect our leaders so that we can project our problems onto them. Whereas in a communist or monarch regime, you just do that because you only have the choice to do that.
And look at what happened to your democracy, pale-faced people.
Yes, and I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to my Dharma brothers and sisters at Gold Forest Temple for enabling me to project all of my problems onto our current elected president. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Good point. That's a good point. No, I was joking, of course. it can't be helped, especially you, manic people. You cannot help yourself but blame others. Okay, the thoughts of blaming others, blaming your wife, blaming your teacher, blaming, it's natural to you. That's how you've been functioning all your life. Okay? And most of the time for you manic people, it's not you. It's just a thought. And the manic ghosts, they plant these thoughts in your head. It's just like you there, sitting there, meditation, you're sitting there, minding your business, and then the ghost whisper in your ear, isn't he loathsome? Don't you? And immediately you have thoughts of anger or blaming someone. The thoughts. My point being that those thoughts, most of the time for you people who recognize you are manic, they're not you. That's why I've been teaching you. If you're manic, watch out for thoughts of blaming others, thoughts of being angry at someone. Most of the time, it's not you. Do I still need to spell it out for you? If it's not you, what do? When you ever walk around this neighborhood, for some reason, our neighbors, have a lot of dogs. Dobermans, German Shepherds, Chihuahuas. The Chihuahuas are the worst ones. They are the loudest. You walk by, okay, and they follow you in the entire length of the fence. That's why I don't walk around the neighborhood anymore. Okay? So what do you do when the dog barks at you? I used to carry a water gun and okay? Until one dog owner came out and said, "Hey, aren't you a monk?" I said, "Okay, sorry." You see, what is using a water gun equivalent to? Huh? The dog is entitled to bark. Yes? The dog is being a dog. Just like your manic ghost is being a manic ghost. It says, hate him. Isn't he loathsome? That's a natural. That's what they do. So what do? Nothing. You idiot. It's nothing for you to do. When you recognize it's just a dog barking, it's a ghost whispering things into your ears, planting thoughts in your head. What do? Ignore it. That's all you have to do. Ru ru pu dong. Sorry, I usually am not angry at all. But this morning, I think it's lack of food for breakfast. Yes, Evan.
Is it important to see the thought more clearly? Because a lot of times it's...
Who gives a damn? Just don't do anything. Ru ru butong. Let it die by itself. If you say, hate him, blame him, isn't he so despicable? What kind of person is that? They keep on doing whatever they do. They're not you. Ignore them. It's like a dog. You walk.
In some cases, I'm really not so even aware. It's almost like the thoughts or the way they're getting at me is below the surface of my awareness. So in that case, is it important to first be clear to see the thought before to recognize it?
When you recognize, you don't do anything. That's all you can do. You don't recognize it, be angry. Such is life. I still carry a water gun, just in case. Some dogs I really hate. Some Dobermans, I would never shoot at a Doberman, but when an old lady come out and yells at me, say, I'm not afraid of you. So when next time in front of the house, the same dog barks, I will shoot at the dog. Yes, sir. Number one. That's all you have to do. The French has a saying. What is it, French or English? I forgot. I don't remember anymore. The dog barks and the caravan passes by or moves on, something like that. Is that English? That's all. You mind your business. Whatever the dog does is none of your business. Whatever now you know, you only have to recognize as soon as you become aware. This is what cultivation is about. As soon as you become aware, you have thoughts of blaming someone. All you have to do is that, hey, it's not me. What else you want me to do for you, to teach you? It's because you don't really believe. You're not even grateful. I teach you the secret to tormenting you. They've been doing it all your life. I taught you, I revealed to you their secret weapon. And you say, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Nothing. Refrain yourself from doing anything. In particular, you know the end purpose is for you to blame someone. So that thought of blaming arises, and I fell for it again. And then you memorize the thought that triggers you to blame. And say, next time you come, okay, I recognize you, you're Qi Hua Hua. I will never shoot at Qi Hua Hua again. Yes, one.
Master, lately I've been having an observation about my mind that's similar to what we're discussing right now, and I wanted to know how close or far to the mark, from the mark that I am. Lately I noticed that there's always an aspect of my mind that's looking for trouble, so I find trouble. So it's always looking for agitation and to release itself. For example, and typically it finds this in things and people outside of me. And so, for example, if somebody says something that I find annoying or offensive, it feels like it's not so much that person is annoying or what they're saying is annoying or offensive, but that aspect of my mind has found an excuse to release its agitation, and in this case, annoyance. And in the absence of people or things outside, for it to release itself, it will find ways to agitate me. For example, it may run old memories of arguments.
Too convoluted. You Vietnam people, so convoluted. I can't take this. See, I'm blaming him. Have you noticed? I'm very manic. See, I recognize as soon as I open you Vietnam people, there my manic goes. So it's not my fault I talk like that. If you recognize it's not something you want to do, then stop doing it. One at a time. I recognize I do not like Qi Hua Hua barking at me. That's all I can do. So I train myself not to shoot my water gun at Qi Hua Huas. Okay? That's all we can do. Until you have enough skills and you'll be able to do something else. It's a bigger scale. But you need to take care of the fundamentals first. If you can't even handle a Chihuahua, what kind of cultivator are you? Got it? That's all. That's all we have. One affliction at a time. Because if you're able not to get afflicted, your head is clearer, and then you can see a bigger picture. Right now, you're so easily tormented that your mind is so easily agitated, it cannot see the big picture. So handle the small things. That's all you have right now. That's right. Chihuahua. DTT.
Hello?
My, do we have a lot of problems today? Go. We only have to go to lunch, folks. You guys are crazy. I'm hungry.
Hi, Master. I have a question. I'm part of the neighborhood Facebook group, and then the group is supposed to talk about, life, anyone need help or whatever, regarding life. But however, a lot of people are talking about politics there, and some of the topics or arguments there were bothering me. And I wanted to argue with them for two reasons. One is I don't agree with them, but I'm not trying to convince them. But more importantly, I feel there are other people's, share my opinions that disagree with those, I want to support the people who choose to be silent. I want to express my opinion, so let people know that actually there are some other people, believe in another ideology. Like the Chihuahua doesn't bother me that much, but I want to stop the Chihuahua so other people don't be suffered by the Chihuahua's barking.
Stop. Who told you? Who asked you to stop a Chihuahua from bothering others? You're preventing a Chihuahua from becoming itself. That's nonsense. You have no respect for the Chihuahua. That's wrong, sir. You don't respect a dog enough. What kind of man are you? See, I'm two-faced. I hate Chihuahua and I defend Chihuahuas. You're confused. You think you're above Chihuahuas? From a Buddhist perspective, sir, Chihuahua has a Buddha nature just like you. It deserves respect as much as you.
But sometimes I also feel, sometimes people who share their own opinions, and then that group of people are gonna together attack that person.
Stop!
So stop that.
No, you stop. He's new, and I'm really not in a good mood today, am I? I'm hungry. What do you want? Your approach is so worldly. It's based on what's logical. There's no wisdom in there. Okay? Let me point out to you. You want to help others, but you cannot really help others if you insist on right and wrong. You insist on things being logical and making sense to you. A lot of things in life don't make sense to you, and yet they're very good for society because of the many limitations in your understanding, in your intellect. That's why your world is very, very small. You are living in a cocoon that is the boundary of which involves righteousness, right and wrong, and what you call helping others is actually helping your sense of propriety. You're actually helping yourself. Okay? You think you're helping others. Actually, in helping others, as I just pointed out to you, you're hurting Chihuahuas. The poor dogs, they're so adorable. How could you? You see? My point being that you don't have enough wisdom to decide which is better, helping another person or helping a Chihuahua. For us Buddhists, Chihuahua and people are equally important. Okay? And therefore, your Facebook group is a good thing. It builds connections and it has sense of community and so forth. But I doubt it really has any profound help for your well-being at all the members. Why? Because you really don't have any real wisdom to be able to help yourself, let alone helping others. Boy, am I being blunt today, huh? I apologize. Thank you for coming. I probably won't ever see you again. But you asked for it. You know, we're very blunt in a China world, okay? We speak our minds, and you may disagree, and so be it. Huh? Okay, but at least allow us to invite you to lunch. I'm sorry, time is up. We can discuss this more next time, maybe you like. But it's too long of a conversation. It has, we need more time, okay? In fact, actually, you're better off talking to the people there locally, if you wish, if you don't want to wait until the next opportunity. Thank you all, and it's lunchtime, everyone. Let's go eat. Thank you.